Welcome to Talking Treasures, a CTV Perth production. You haven't seen anything like this before. We're asking you, the viewers, to bring in your treasures so our experts can have a look at them. We're here at Rockingham Hotel, and behind me is Matt Donnelly. Let's have a look. What's your name?
Stewie Horton.
Wow, what have you got for us?
Old.
Oh wow.
It's portrays Aboriginals. It's old. It's titled. It's signed and it's dated 1889, I think it is. But, I just want to know if it's worth restoring. I bought that in auction for 50 cents.
Oh wow. Bargain on this as well. Hello there. How are you? What's your name?
Vera Burton.
And what have you brought down here? Oh wow. How old do you think that is?
Oh, it's pretty old. It's been a long time.
And it's still got money in it, isn't it?
Oh, you put the money on there and you what's the name? Buys it, knocks the apple off his head.
Oh really?
It might work, it might not. It's middle of the bank. The coins go in there, your notes go in there, and then if you have to, you've got a key, you can open it.
It's quite handy actually.
It's quite different.
Yeah, it beats the old traditional piggy bank, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, well, if it was on the shelf, it just looked like a book, so maybe they wouldn't think to take your money.
Nice. And have you got a bit of money in there now? Or?
No, there's nothing in there now.
Oh damn.
No.
There you go, you can have it back now.
Yeah, no. It's
Couple of Aboriginals walking home with a big kangaroo.
Yeah.
It's signed and dated 1889.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not in very good condition.
yeah, sure. Well, this is more interesting to me. It's the work of what you describe as a primitive. It looks like it's an untrained artist, but he or she have signed in, and it seems to be W.E. Mann, is it? Painting is not in the greatest shape. It does need some attention. It's dirty. There is a lot of discoloration on it. I mean, it's not a great work of art, but it would have some value just because of its antiquity. It's an interesting piece. I presume it's Western Australian.
I don't know. I come from Victoria.
You come from Victoria. Yeah. Well, it's hilly. It could be Victoria, but I don't think there would have been too much of this going on in the 1889 in Victoria. Perhaps more here. Just to indicate where the material came from, but I'm sure it would have been painted in Australia though. And this, it's on a reasonable stretcher. The stretcher is properly made, so it'd probably clean up, quite respectably. It's like I say, it's not a great work of art, but it is a nice thing, and it is original. It is unique, and it's something to do with Australian history. I mean, this moment is gone. You don't see this kind of thing any longer, with an Aboriginal family crossing a stream over a fallen tree with their dog and carrying the kangaroo, etc. Plenty tucker. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it came from. You bought it here with you, or you bought it here with you? Yeah. Oh well, then it probably is Victorian. I can see mountains in the background, which are not so typical. I was going to say, in style, it even looks a little bit like some of the Aboriginal artists who had worked down south here, but that's just, I guess, because it's in primitive style.
Yeah. Yeah, will get me 50 cents back?
I should think so, yes.
So John, was the picture worth more than 50 cents?
Yeah, I'd say it was worth more than 50 cents. It's not an extremely valuable painting. It's probably worth, a few $100, I guess.
Well, that's quite a bit of a profit for him then, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, it's very difficult to buy an artwork of any kind pull 50 cents. And most times they cost more than a couple of $100 anyway.
So what's the most interesting piece of art that you've had to evaluate?
Well, there are always interesting things to discover about artworks because as times change, people look at them differently. And the little painting that the guy showed me just now, of course, at one point it was a painting of contemporary life, of Aboriginals crossing a stream and so on. Well, it's not contemporary life that we're aware of any longer. I mean, there may be parts of the country where you could see something like that, but certainly not in Victoria, or certainly not around Perth.
But the nostalgia that brings back is like, does that play a value, give a value to it, or?
Well, it is an authentic thing. It's why one has museums, because you wonder, before newspapers, before photographs, before all these things, how people did explain things, and how people did perceive things, how people saw things. Because it's partly capturing something that's of interest to them, but it is the particular way they see it. People look for different things now, and it's not just that the environment itself has changed, but people have different expectations, and in drawing gum trees, for instance, that they may now be more interested in the colour of them than they were in the shape. I mean, things keep evolving. You know?
Yeah, the style changes a lot.
Exactly, yes.
Hi, I'm Matt Donnelly from Garside and Webb Auctioneers. We're down here at Rockingham Hotel, and today I've got Vera with me. Good morning to you, Vera.
Good morning, Matt.
Yeah. What Vera's brought along is an original novelty money box. It's not the best quality one I've seen, but it's one of the more unusual ones I've seen. It's an interesting item that I think was probably made in about 1900. Something like that. It may have been made 1920, but yeah, it's a great little money box, all hand painted and decorated. I believe you've taken about $3 off all the people waiting in the queue, because you can't get your money out once it's in, so you've done well there. We'll try one of Kel's. So what actually happens is we place the apple up on top of the there, and the trigger's now loaded with our 5-cent piece, and we're going to try and knock the apple off the head and straight into the tower there. So we'll have a go and see how this goes and see how good my shot is, okay? Hang on, the apple's dropped down.
To that apple.
Okay, here we go, ready, set, fire. Oh, we took the apple off that time, but not in the can, this one, so not a great way of saving money, is it? They're going to fling around. I reckon we could get a $2 coin off Kel, and I reckon I could get that in for you.
Could get that?
Yeah.
Probably $1, I don't know. $2 might be
try to, because yeah. Anyway, well, here we go. We've got a $1 coin now, so we're going to load it up again, which takes a bit of effort, because as you said, it's still got a lot of go in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And the $1's up this time. Kel's saying don't get it in, and I'm trying my hardest for you, okay? So we're going to have a go this time. I reckon we've got this one home. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, very unlucky this time not to have made that. But all jokes aside, really nice item, very collectible. I would expect this to bring somewhere close to $300 to $500 at auction. So yeah, it's well worth that sort of money. Because it's just such a nice thing, and probably the simple thing is the mechanism's still nice and simple. That's why it's all working well. The poor old apple's I'm sure had quite a beating in its life, and certainly firing heavy $1 coins at it. So what do you remember using to shoot off into there, the old shillings?
The old pennies used to go in wonderfully, yeah.
So, and then obviously over time it's a great way of saving money, because it'd fill up, and then you'd probably have to take to with a hacksaw to get your money out.
No, it's the screw underneath.
Yeah, there's a bolt underneath.
Bolt underneath. You can get it out. Yeah,
okay. So, yeah, but an interesting item from turn of the century, so thanks a lot for bringing that in.
It surprises me.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was anything worth like that.
Yeah, it was just such an unusual... People collect money boxes, and certainly a novelty one, so it's a nice item. Well, Vera, you must have a good bank account by now, because all I've seen is money boxes. This is a nice English collectible piece, Midland Bank Limited. It's what we call a simulated book, so it would be put amongst your bookshelf, made to look like a book. I suppose the only giveaway is on the side, saving made simple. So hopefully the bird that doesn't read. But what it actually is if we turn it round here, we have a coin slot here with the jagged teeth in it, and that's for, they move aside when you drop your coin in. So your coins can go in there, and that's where your coin slot goes. The one other thing I find the most interesting on these, which you don't get on a lot of them, is on the bottom here is got a circular hole with actually the words engraved for notes. So you'd roll your notes up and then also place them inside your hidden money box, and then up onto the shelf for storage. It's got a little lock up the top here, still with the original key on the back there, and obviously that's for opening up and revealing it. Vera, I'm going to have to expose your wealth to everybody. I've got to have to open it. I'm dying to know what's inside.
And it pulls out. The whole panel sort of pulls back.
There we go. I can't show you.
That's not my
It's your
purse.
shout for lunch, though. Whereabouts did you come by it?
I think I actually bought it at a garage sale many years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I think, I paid about 50 cents or something for it.
Yeah, well, it's the sort of thing that in an auction these days, value-wise, it'd bring something under $100 or around about $100. So we should have you out buying for the company. But it's a nice little piece, and it'd certainly make sort of $80 or $100 at auction. And I'd think it's probably from about the 1930s, something like that.
Oh, right.
But yeah, very nice little interesting collectible. So thanks again for bringing it in.
Thank you.
Another nice find down here in Rockingham.
Stay tuned to Talking Treasures, a CTV Perth production at the Rockingham Hotel. After the break, we'll be coming back with some more expert advice on your valuables.